some speed. I just want your mom is here, gonna park it in the rear. Use the trophy like the prop, in and out and never stop. Drinking beers and shifting gears, racing hard and more beers. Steering left to right, right to left, left to right and right to left. I've got the lead, I got the need for some speed. I got the need, I got the need for some speed. I got the need, I got the need for some speed. I got the need, I got the need for some speed.
Big shout out to Syrup 98 and Stags 304 for the latest follow. Get ready, folks. The Mat 45 at Canadian Tire is up next. But first, we will have what happened last week with Gears Freaks, New Hampshire. Coming up in just over 60 seconds, the latest edition of Gears Freaks. What is up, my brethren, my brothers, and my sisters, here on a Friday night for the Mat 45 at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. I am excited to be with you. Again, hi, my name is Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, bringing you all the action. But before we get into that, let's see the latest edition of Gears Freaks.
I don't know how I'm alive.
Yeah, I overcorrected.
Good afternoon and welcome everybody to the Rock Lobster 201 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Oh, he's upside down.
Sorry about that start, JJ. I did not shift. Sorry, Chief. Just trying to avoid him. Sorry, Brad. We were 3 wide there.
That was a nice move, man. I thought you'd stick that.
Got me trying everything here.
Coming around turn 3 and 4, your winner of the Rock Lobster 201 is going to be the 38 M&S machine of Mikey Meacham.
Good, Mikey. That was fun always.
And that was your winner, Mikey Meacham. What a great driver. Making his debut 1-for-1 with a win. Unfortunately for him, somebody's already done that in our league. Again, welcome everyone to the Gears Cup Series, the Mat 45 at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, ready to get this action started. Again, that was the latest edition and last week at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And if you caught that, it was a tough race, both for iRacing, my ISP, and for our drivers. Hopefully, road course racing cures all here tonight, and we will be right back at it here next week as well. Let's take a look at the points and see what we have in store for you. All right, looking at the points again, last week's winner, Mikey Meacham, going 1-for-1 again in his debut. Very, very good showing for him. Bring the music back in. Kind of, add a little flavor, if you will. But drivers standing after New Hampshire here, race 21 of 33, Brad Gutierrez is still in the lead with a 60-point lead over Connor Rowe. Van Drugman, Josh Cole, Mike DeWalt, Justin Shoup, Sean Anderson, Jonathan Evans, Alex Tilley, Travis Stroney there, technically in your top 10. Again, David Tucker, another podium finish there. And then third place, good old reliable, number 56, Matthew Weeks. And here we go with the playoff picture. If you didn't think it could get weird enough, it just got a little bit more interesting. Again, Connor Rowe has an opportunity, I believe, to lock in tonight, as well as Josh Cole, Mike DeWalt, and Justin Shoup. Again, near that cut line, as you can see, Skylar Comstock and Kyle Munson fighting for position there, as you can see. looks like about 38 points separates between Kyle Munson and Jonathan Militia, but it could be anybody's ball game, as it were. Again, that is the playoff picture post New Hampshire coming into tonight's race. As the schedule and the plot thickens, next week is going to be the Dundee's 250 at Pocono Raceway. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we can get Steve Carell here on and live with us. Put out a word to his agent. We'll see if he gets back to us in time. But the following week after that, and we finally made it. I can't believe that we have. I got a fix down there at the bottom, Las Vegas International Speedway. I don't know who put that on there, but I'm going to fix it. I was reminded last week, didn't get to it in time. But again, tonight's race, next week's race, and the following week, August 23rd, at Michigan International Speedway. That's your last chance to dance. If you're not in on points, but you have enough starts, a win gets you in. But if you're Jonathan Militia, a win would be wonderful here tonight, as he is feeling fast and frisky. We'll bring you into the booth one more time against Sports Night here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. It's kind of different, but you're going to see a lot of sports schemes tonight. Anywhere from NHL teams to football teams to baseball teams to soccer clubs. You're going to see it all here. It is Sports Night here at Casa de la Horseboat. Again, welcoming you all in to tonight's race. The MAP 45 is going to be a good one. Qualifying just about set to get underway. Yeah, it looks like post-race show. We're doing the pre-race show. I don't know why that's up, but there we are. Pre-race, I fixed it. Thank you for nobody telling me in the chat. And practice just about over with. Blue Moon tonight. If you're of age, I encourage it. Very good beer. Just a hint of orange. Hint of orange. It's going to take you out to the racetrack as qualifying will begin shortly. We're high above in the MediaMob.com blimp cam. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. A beautiful track. From what I hear, you can make it about 26 laps on fuel. Again, 45 laps on the docket. So it's not going to be a very long race. Hopefully, you'll be able to get through this with minimal damage. Again, you only have 2 tire sets. So tire wear is going to be super important. Let's get on track. Let's find out. And let's ride around with Jonathan Militia. Looks like in the San Jose Sharks theme machine. Turn down this Muzak. Turn up with Thunder with Jonathan Militia. Getting his tires warmed up on his warm-up lap here. In the MAT 45. Matt wanted a race named after him. He got it. And there's your track map. But a beautiful San Jose Sharks theme scheme for J Money Militia. Again, he told me tonight he's got a date with his girlfriend. He'd like to go to her place a winner. But odds are he's going to go in a loser. Just kidding. By all means necessary, if that makes sense. We're going to watch him take his 2 laps. Again, everybody's got, I think, 10 minutes qualifying time just because it is a road course. Let's take a ride around with Jonathan Militia. Oh my god, that's so much grass. Taking that turn like a champ. Canadian Tire's a fun road course. We raced it in trucks years ago. It was ultimately a bueno time, I remember. Not very good at it, but still fun nonetheless. Good road course for these next gen Cup cars. And he's got 2 laps here. Nate Fuller with a 120.51 on the pole so far. Skylar Comstock with a 122. Connor Rowe with a 122.14. Let's see as these come rolling in. Let's see where Jonathan Militia comes in. Is scrolling across the top of your screen is your current qualifying standings. Militia in 5th with a 122.57. Travis Stroney 122.03. Nathan Fuller's got these guys at least by a second, maybe 2. Trying to make her stick. Nathan Fuller with a 120.36 on top of your leaderboard. Connor Rowe second with a 121.64. Jonathan Militia coming across the finish line third with a 121.65. Not going to matter though. He's going to start in the back. Let's look at Brandon Meyer. Very smooth through those corners there. Coming around the final turn and across the finish line. Not sure what happened there. Another San Jose Sharks machine. With Ryan Robertson in the 66 in the independent motorsports machine. Logan Morris with a 122.03. Getting into the top 10 in 8th. Van Drugman with a 120.80. Trying to make a faster one. Welcome back, Van Drugman. He's taking a few weeks off. Gone on a quick hiatus, a quick siesta, if you will. That Nasty Beast 45 Toyota Camry present tonight as they close in on the playoffs. Let's take a listen and ride on board with Van Drugman. $120.59 will be the best that he can do and will put himself in second place on the front row for this one. Mike DeWalt in the house in the Packers themed machine. Go Pack Go. Looking awfully stylish. Representing the G. joining us. It is sports night here at Canadian Tire. We are happy to have you aboard and along with us for the ride. If you're a driver just lurking in the chat, having us on in your peripherals, thank you for that. Hopefully you win big and we get it live. Mike DeWall comes across the finish line here. That's going to put him, let's see, up into 5th place with a 121.54. We got ourselves a ball game. B Gaming, what is up, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hopefully you are doing well. Fuller is cheating. He's got them grip hacks. I know it. I know it. Just kidding. Again, my channel is purely a lot of satire or lowbrow comedy. Emphasis on the lowbrow. But Blue Moon Belgian White Beer, keeping these vocal cords lubricated. And flying high above. ToMeandYourMom.com, Blimp Cam, the Map 45, moments underway, no race of shame. Haven't seen you in the chat in a while, B Gaming. Usually you are driving, Brad, and you're not talking to me. So I've talked to you recently. But again, haven't seen you in the chat. So thank you for participating while you can. And good luck on your race tonight. Again, 45 laps is the key. Hopefully we're caution free. Then we can all celebrate together Jubilee. With the Matt 45 coming up shortly again. Matt competing in Charlotte, as you can see in that picture there, for a hot dog eating contest. Gone wrong. Ended up with a hot dog for a hand or a finger. Not sure, I haven't heard the whole story. Hopefully we'll get it down the road. Again, they're going to get a warm-up here. 3 minutes of hot, sweet action. Grab a beverage. Grab a cold one. We'll see if we can get you some interviews. Brad, do I get a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, you do.
Welcome to the program here tonight. Apparently we don't talk enough, so I'm bringing you in one more time. Thank you for joining us here. Again, you're starting third. You're in row 2. How do you think you'll fare here tonight?
I mean, I love this track. I feel everyone in the server's complaining about it for some reason. Talking about the car doesn't turn or something, but I feel fine. I'm not as fast as Nathan Fuller, but I don't know where he's getting that speed, but I feel okay for a top 3 here, if nothing bad happens. So.
Yeah, I mean, podium is important, but I mean, you know, we're getting to the playoff push. A lot of these guys, especially if they can road race and haven't made it to victory lane, I can see them trying to make a push. What is your strategy, if there anything? How do you catch Nate Fuller?
Well, I have an idea. I'm not gonna say it because then I don't know if he's paying attention or anything. I have an idea, a strat. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try something if the opportunity comes around. If I'm too far behind, then I'm just gonna stick for the points and try and increase my points lead in the points over Connor. So we'll try and do that.
Right on. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and RGR is having a great year.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That was Brad Gutierrez. We'll get him back to his squad mates. let's see if we get a chat with the pole sitter. Pole sitter here tonight, number 24, Nathan Fuller. Nathan Fuller, sir, how are you doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Tom?
Doing well, doing well. A lot of people can't, you know, in the chat, and we're talking here with Brad, a lot of people don't know how they're going to catch you strategically. How were you so fast in that lap?
A lot of practice. Coming to a track that I know, it's not going to be a track anyone's just natively good at. So I knew putting in a lot of practice was critical here, and 150 odd laps of practice later, here we are.
All right. Well, Nathan Fuller, you are a pole sitter tonight, and I wish you the best of luck, dude.
Thank you.
And here we go as we are getting set for tonight's racing. Again, the MAT 45. Pocono next week, Michigan the week after that, and then we are playoff bound. Again, they're going to grid up. Stephen Gurley Jr. says, me. All right, he's starting in 24th. I can see it. I can see it. Being slow is not a problem here tonight. I think you're going to be all right. I don't think, as long as you survive, you're going to be scoring points, and that is the key. See here, making some last minute adjustments. Yeah, let's start the grid walk right now. Again, your pole sitter here for tonight's MAT 45 is Nathan Fuller. Elgin, South Carolina native. Outside of him is going to be the 45 in Van Drugman. Row number 2, number 84, and the Ready Fly Better Machine, the football, Brad Gutierrez. Mikey Meacham back at it for the second week in a row. Roanoke, Virginia native, the 38 in the house. Row number 3, you have Mike DeWalt, the Packers machine, and the 66 of Ryan Robertson in the San Jose Sharks. Connor Rowe with the same Old Spice machine in the 4th row, and Jonathan Money Militia in the other San Jose machine in 8th. In 9th and starting inside on the 5th row, Logan Morrison, 97 machine, and the 21 of Travis Stroney. Josh Cole is going to start the inside of row 6 with Yahir Rodriguez in 12th. And row number 7, I see the 28 of Skylar Comstock and the 19 of Keaton Salyers. In row number 8, I see Chase Crowell and the 6 of Blake Schneider. Row number 9 looks like nobody's present but Christopher Pugliese and James Bowles. Row 10 is number 23, Alex Tilley, and the 34 of Brandon Meyer. Kyle Munson and Matt Albert take up row number 11. Row 12 is going to be Aiden Lunn and Stephen Gurley Jr. And then rounding out our field is Jimmy Ensley in the 53 and the 935 of Dustin Wells. Again, as we get ready to go on the track again, 45 laps, only 2 tire sets here tonight. But they're going to do a full pace lap, and they're going to have plenty of time to do it. Again, if you're not a fan of road course racing, that's okay. We're going next week to the Tricky Triangle, which is Pocono for the Dundee's 250. But tonight on tap again, the Matt 45. I'm going to do a gears first here. Maybe I won't. I'm going to wait. Maybe I'll do it next time. Gears teaser. As we look down the field, we have a lot of cool schemes here tonight. Comstock with the, looks like West Virginia Mountaineers. The football I'm not as familiar with. Looks like I don't even want to guess because I don't want to offend anyone. But it's pretty dope. Keaton Salyers, I gotta give him a big shout out with that Miami Heat machine. Looking hot, look good, feel good, play good is the hope for him tonight. Blake Schneider, the Indianapolis Colts machine, I love that. And the Columbus Blue Jackets for Alex Tilley. Matt Albert in the 48's got his Ottawa Senators. Through good and through bad. Here we go. Green flag racing for the Matt 45. And let's see how everybody does in turn 1. Oh, getting sent to the cleaners is Nathan Fuller.
Yellow flag is out.
Holy shit, Grandpa. You gotta be kidding me. Fuller getting towed back to the line. And let's back that ass up for our gears instant replay. And looks like more horseplay afterward. Let's pause it right here. See if I get a little chopper cam action. Let's slow it down. See what happened here into turn 1. Looks like Brad Gutierrez and Nate Fuller. I don't know if that was a push. Let's back that up. I don't think there's anything to do anything. I think there's nothing there, I would say. Fuller trying to get his lane. Van Drugman says, no thanks. And then Mikey Meacham just says, here, have a little lovin' on me. Like buying him a Coke. Oh my goodness. If I was Fuller, I'd be hot. Our pole sitter knocked off the perch. And very possibly Drugman getting an EOL for that, but we'll see. I'm not race control. I can't make that decision. And I'm sure as hell not going to ask Fuller what happened there. But again, that is our first caution of the night. Lap 1 for the Matt 45. I wouldn't go that far. I would say that the last couple weeks, especially New Hampshire, was a little rough. But I think that one was just a misfire there. I think they will get it together. Surely they will. I am a firm believer in that. You know, you could say something from 2023 that we had a stretch run there where we did struggle. But we overcame that. And I think we're at this point here in the season. a lot of pressure here is on for some of these drivers, and I don't think that was in this case. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think there was a little bit of no give on that. But again, it's lap 1. Everybody's trying to get around, and it's unfortunate that Fuller got into that. Fuller deserves better than that. And it's definitely unfortunate that I don't know if everybody got across the line when that caution came out. Maybe they did. But I will grant you, J2L, it hasn't been a fun ride the last couple of weeks, but we will get there, I assure you. Try to have a little faith with me. Again, we're early in the Mat 45. If you need to get a beverage, I would do it now. I think we'll get a long green flag run here. Of course, I'm doing the Joe Buck treatment. Not trying to. But I'm a Beaver believer. Call your grandma, call your mom, tell her to turn on Twitch. Come see what the hell this guy's talking about. Kane Lane. That's one way to beat the guy no one thought they would catch. Ridiculous. I couldn't agree more. I thought that was wild. Now, I will go out there and say I do not think that was intentional by any means. I think a little bit of nerves may have gone into play there, but I'm not going to speculate too much. It is early, mind you. Hopefully Fuller is going to get back out there, and it looks like he hasn't yet, and I don't think he will be. I think he might be done for the night, which is unfortunate. I was really pulling for Fuller. Last few weeks, he's been slowly getting back up there, making a name, making a run. Tonight doesn't appear to be the case. I fully expect the message. But maybe he can get it fixed. Looks like he's still in the VC, so I'm hopeful that he'll be all right and get that fixed and back out there for the 24-bit machine and Rocket Racing. And Van Drugman, technically your leader. It looks like they won't give him in the EOL, it looks like. But it definitely opens up this race now. If it didn't open up before, it definitely did now. Really kicks the door wide open. Fuller competing for a spot to clinch. Again, he is in 21st place, technically in the standings. So he is fighting for a spot just outside of that window. A good finish here tonight would have been amazing. But as we move forward here, looks like Van Drugman, Mikey Meacham, Mike DeWalt, Ryan Robertson, Connor Rowe, Travis Stroney, Yahir Rodriguez, Skylar Comstock, Chase Krall, and Alex Tilley will be your top 10 when we go back to green flag racing. And it looks like they are going to give those guys the wave around, and they are going to grid up. So hopefully the nerves are worked out. It's unfortunate a casualty was had, but we have to move forward. And hopefully that's what happens here tonight. And I've been waiting for this matchup ever since Mikey Meacham has broke onto the scene. Could he steal a little bit of the thunder that is Van Drugman's? Every time he races, you almost want to sit up, because you know this kid's going to show out, and the 38 does the same thing. Looks like he is a good road course racer as well, but it looks like he's going to get sent to the back of the field. Looks like responsible for that EOL, or responsible for that accident, and that's why he is getting the EOL. Now again, I don't think it was malicious by any means. I think, you know, sometimes you just overdrive a corner, and on that initial start of the race, it's very intense. Again, the safety car has the lights off, so we will get back to green flag racing shortly. But on the front row, you see Van Drugman and Ryan Robertson. Mike DeWalt. Looks like Travis Stroney, Connor Rowe, and Yahir Rodriguez, Skylar Comstock, and Chase Crawl, and Alex Tilley and Jonathan Militia. Here we go, back to green flag racing.
Green flag, green flag.
Bada bing, bada boom. The Mat 45 is back on. And Drugman's got that good lead so far. Good battles being had right now all over the tracks. You see a battle for 5th right now, shaping up between Travis Stroney and Yahir Rodriguez. Stroney with that Detroit Red Wings machine. Oh, getting sideways and around he goes. Gonna get off the track. They're gonna stay green, but Skylar Comstock and Alex Tilley take advantage of that. Back up to the front now, Van Drugman has created some space from Mike DeWalt. Ryan Robertson there trying to fight off Connor Rowe for 3rd. Everybody's starting to establish themselves. Hopefully you all are enjoying the Mat 45 so far here at Canadian Tire. Oh, off the track in the back. Looks like that was Stephen Gurley getting a little frisky for the biscuit, but he has moved up into 15th. Looking at the battle here, Jonathan Militia fighting off a bunch of hungry, angry beasts. It's Comstock, Gutierrez, Morris, and Michael Meacham. Alex Tilley has dropped back all the way into 12th. Columbus Blue Jackets theme machine. Being told some people are having a little trouble turning their car, but I don't know about all that. Let's get to it while we have the time. The first loose and loud tonight for the Mat 45. again down from the loose and loud. Hopefully she was loose and loud for you. Loud enough anyways. Again, the MAP 45 here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Now here Rodriguez, you're seeing him here in 13th, having a decent run tonight. Again, 26 participants, which is what I thought. But again, your leader right now is Van Drugman. In second is Mike DeWalt. Ryan Robertson in 66 in third. Connor Rowe in fourth. Brad Gutierrez your top 5. Jonathan Militia, Alex Tilley, Skylar Comstock, Logan Morris, and Mikey Meacham rounding out your top 10. But an honorable mention yet again, the Detroit Red Wings Steam Machine Toyota number 21, Travis Stroney. After getting sideways in the hairpin, looks like he has rebounded nicely. And appreciate you all for coming out and hanging with the chat. I'm trying to get up to 20 for a sub goal. Again, ad-free viewing. So if you got a Prime, throw it there. Get that ad-free viewing. Steel Racing Truck been gifted the regular season road course week courtesy. Yeah, I seen what happened there. But I believe if you look back through on the replay, it might have been the 38 that caused that disconnection. And that sucks for you, Fuller. Yeah, I didn't want to bring you in for an interview because I knew it was going to get a little wild. I know you're frustrated. I would be super pissed off myself, so I can relate. And I understand that you are frustrated. That is kind of the way she rolls here tonight at Canadian Tire. Understand points are important. I understand that a good start is always good, but sometimes it may not be in your control. And that is something you cannot account for, is what is outside of your control. Van Drugman, Mike DeWalt, Connor Rowe, Ryan Robertson, and Brad Gutierrez, your top 5. Jonathan Militia, Alex Tilley, Skylar Comstock, Mikey Meacham, and Logan Morris rounding out your top 10. You know, going back to an elevated, you know, ooh, we see a push a little bit from Stroney on Logan Morris. When we saw the replay, I didn't see it immediately, but 38 did get the EOL, which leads me to believe there might have been a little bit of a push on the 45. So it may not have been what you think. But again, I don't believe any malicious intent. That would be definitely an overstatement. You really wouldn't want to go there. Map 45 still here. Lap 14 of 45. Van Drugman, Mike Rowe, Connor Rowe, or Mike DeWalt, Connor Rowe, Brad Gutierrez, and Ryan Robertson, your top 5. Jonathan Militia hanging on in 6. Alex Tilley, Skylar Comstock, Mikey Meacham, and Travis Stroney rounding out your top 10. Again, if you're just joining us, we had a caution lap 1. Ever since that point, we have been A-OK. Again, next week is going to be the Tricky Triangle at Pocono. Hopefully you can join us for that. Again, same bat time, same bat channel. About 6 seconds of space between second and third, so we have kind of gotten a little spread out with this long green flag run. Oh, and Aiden Lund is eating the wall. Wall Restaurant's like, hey man, how many for tonight? He said, oh, I'm just dining by myself here tonight. And feeling the pain. Looks like somebody else has felt the pain as well. Looks like, I believe, Puglisi. Looks like there is a battle for third, a brewing between Brad Gutierrez and Connor Rowe. We're going to stay right here. See what they have in store for us. Brad taking that turn, getting aggressive. Putting pressure on the 5 car. To be turning just fine. Again, they're on 16-lap old tires. Things are settled in by now if they weren't already. I've been told 13 laps roughly. Because when it starts, you really start to feel it. Drivers understand it. Half the field, I think, I saw at practice, or at least on the practice results. This is a good battle for third. Moving on back, the San Jose Shark cars are 5th and 6th with Tilly in 7th. Mikey Meacham in 8th after getting that EOL working their way back up through the field. Travis Stroney and Skylar Comstock battling for 9th. But then you have Blake Schneider just outside the top 10, having a good run in 11th, started 16th. Seymour, Indiana native, making his Colts car known. I think that is one of the sharper looking cars. It's kind of crispy clean, if we're talking about it. Like the crispiness. And then back here is for battle for position. This is for 12th now between Logan Morris and Yahir Rodriguez. Oh, and a disappearing act by Morris. Right on board with Yahir Rodriguez. Like in the chat, somebody missed their start. That's a little hilarious. Oh, Morris. Pulling a Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. That's aging me a little bit. Pulling out. DeGrassi Junior High. Oh my God. 45 of Van Drugman in first. You have Mike DeWalt in second. Connor Rowe and Brad Gutierrez. A pissing match for third. We're going to stay here. See how this pans out. I feel like Bob Uecker. I'm getting messages. I'm looking all over. Drugman, DeWalt, Rowe, Gutierrez, and Robertson with Militia, Tilly, Meacham, Stroney, and Comstock. And it looks like a battle here. Whoa! Ryan Robertson back that ass up and see what happened here. The car just looks like it just wouldn't turn. He locked him up and he bounced off the wall. Unfortunate, but it doesn't look like too much damage. Gonna pull over and let people by. That is unfortunate that he has to limp around after a great start for Independent Motorsports. Hopefully, wherever you are, hanging out here tonight, having a beverage, enjoying some road course action. As you see a battle here for 8th between Travis Stroney and Skylar Comstock, the 21 and the 28. In sporting, beautiful sports themed cars. Sports night in Canada. 4 gears. Beers are just too tasty. Again, 45 lap race. Split that in half, 22 and a half laps you want to go. So we are almost halfway home. Again, the only caution being lap 1, otherwise has been a relatively uneventful event so far. Chase Crawl limping it around the track, 91 car, the 29 looks like he's doing the same. Brad Robertson in the pits. Brandon Meyer just leaving the pits. Van Drugman comes out to play when the road courses are right. And that's indeed what he's doing. He's put a hurting on the rest of the field. But there is the Packers machine of Mike DeWalt. Again, the Packers playing the Browns tomorrow afternoon. Preseason week 1. Jordan Love will probably not play. If he does, it'll be very, very limited. Again, a Packer fan right here. And there's Brad Gutierrez working his way back up to where he began. That early caution hurt him as well, but he's been able to recover nicely as the 84 machine makes his way around the track. A beautiful orange machine. Thinking maybe tonight we do host it at iRacing Super Speedway, not sure. I want to have a little bit of fun, not sure what to do quite yet. We'll see how many years I have. All right, I'll have enough of these. All right. We are almost halfway home. Big shout out to Matt Albert. Give him some love in the Ottawa Senators machine. Canadian himself, 2-time Gears Cup Series winner. And tonight's sponsor? I don't know what you want to call it. But he's Matt, he's him. He's the guy that you see, face of the Matt 45. Couldn't tell he's a big 48 fan. And a 45 fan, apparently. And having a good run. In the gyro cam. They call it gyro cam. You call it the gyro? Can't see shit, but he's looking cool doing it. Look at him go. Tell he's having a fun time, hanging around in 13th, started 22nd. Moving it. Looks like, is this the Atlanta Thrashers or whatever the hell you want to call them? Yeah, there we go. Josh Cole in the 22. No hot tub stream I heard tonight. Heard he's trying a new line of socks by Kanye. Let me know how silky smooth they feel. According to his wife, you barely feel them on or see them. Big Josh Cole fan, and you can tell I give him a lot of crap. That's because I like him. Josh is a good dude. There's a lot of these people that are in this league. Most of them are very good, and I'm talking good about him, and he screws up. 2 for 2 on the night for encouraging a driver and then crashing or spinning out or what have you. We're going to move on. Van Drugman actually right there, your leader, about ready to lap Kyle Munson and then to lap Josh Cole. Again, the 45 has a grand lead on the rest of the field and is walking away with this one. A mistake, and only a mistake, could possibly salvage anything for the rest of the field. Mike DeWalt as well has put a lot of work into this race and has put 12 seconds between him and third place. But he has a 17-second gap to catch Van Drugman, and I don't know if that's going to happen. And you see him going around Josh Cole with ease. Again, Van, formerly known as, it's like I'm talking about Prince. Somebody's on the wall, looks like Brandon Meyer, looks like off track. But Van Drugman already has 3 wins here on the season. So it's not like he needs a victory, but road course racing, he loves it. He just loves it. And you can tell why. He's just amazing at it. He and his Toyota Camry and the 45. I mean, look how smooth he is through that turn. I think he is probably by far, I mean, just the numbers speak for themselves. I'm watching the telemetry on my screen. He's just clearly quicker than everybody else. Mike DeWalt, no slouch though. Brett Gutierrez, neither, but I think both of them would be happy with a podium here tonight. Mike, a chance for him to lock in. Brad Gutierrez, as you see right here, already locked in. And we have ourselves 20 laps to go. Again, it all depends on when you pit. You only have one other tire set than the one you came in on. And it's been a day. But again, I think this has been a decent race overall. As you can see, a battle for fourth now between Mikey Meacham and Connor Rowe. This is some good stuff. We're going to stay right here. Meacham makes the pass. Let's back that ass up and see how that all got started. Oh, wow. Militia was right there as well. A lot of pressure between the three of them all in the lead lap. See Meacham carrying that run through the S's. So smooth. Militia goes off to pit road. Rowe, I think, backed out a little bit more than Meacham did just to give him a little extra room. Classy move by the 5. And onward they go. Drugman in the pits now. We'll see where the 9 car is at on the track. In relation, looks like just outside of pit road. Drugman still there. He is still there. Mike DeWalt's going to take the lead, but for how long? On a fresh set of tires and some gas, the 45 is now pitted ahead of most of the field. Looks like Meacham is in, Rowe is in. Well, Mike DeWalt is your current leader. The MAT 45 with 19 laps to go. When he pits is anybody's guess. But he's put a lap on Keaton Salyers of the 19. Beautiful Miami Heat machine. You know, I'm a homer with my Packers, but that 19 car is just a hot machine. I love it, and I think that's my winner of tonight's Style Points Award. It doesn't get much cooler than that. I'm not a Heat fan per se, but the color choice, almost like a cotton candy type feeling, catches my eye. The Packers, I think, will be in second. And here comes Van Drugman. Brad Gutierrez third, I believe, maybe. I do love the San Jose Sharks ones, though, I gotta tell you. It looks like DeWalt is pitting. Van Drugman will gain the lead back and so much more time. But for Mike, you gotta go in, and you can respect that. Brad Gutierrez has not pitted and elects to stay out another lap. We'll see how long that lasts. Blake Schneider has worked his way up into fourth. Mike DeWalt back out now from pit road and on the track for Rocket Racing. Trying to bring home a podium finish on a fresh set of 4s. And a full tank of gas. He can make it the rest of the way here for the MAT 45. That's a perfect segue into another Loose Aloud. Again, sponsored by the MAT 45. now from the loose and loud. With 14 laps to go, Van Drugman, Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, Michael Meacham, Connor Rowe, your top 5, with Jonathan Militia, Skylar Comstock, Mac Albert, Logan Morris, and Blake Schneider rounding out your top 10. Again, if you've been hanging around, thank you so much for doing so. I am Tom Torrey, aka The Horse Boat. You see Blake Schneider going for a ride, drifting, doing his best Mikey Meacham impression. And not bad. I give him 8 out of 10 for style points. But he's going to have a little time here. Looks like Logan Morris did pass him eventually, and he will stay in the top 10. Alex Tilley about 10 seconds back of the 6th car. So it looks like he will be just fine. 13 laps to go. And a 28-second lead from first to second. Again, this has gone green so far. Most of the way, lap 1, we had an incident. And all right, looks like in the booth, joining me tonight, part of the Gears Media team, special guest commentator, the 66 of Ryan Robertson, out of the race, but in the booth and awesome in our hearts. Ryan, thank you for joining us here tonight. I'd ask how you doing, but I think I kind of know already.
Yeah. I think I was pretty solid overall, but yeah, I upshifted too early into one corner, and that was it.
One mistake, it really is all it takes here at Canadian Tire. Unless you have a 38-second gap between first and third, you're pretty safe. Ryan, the track, a lot of people, I was talking with Brad pre-race, they were saying a lot of people were complaining that they couldn't turn the car. Was that the case for you, or what was your experience?
I could turn the car. I just think that it definitely punishes you here for overdriving corners. You kind of have to underdrive the track, you know, just you touch this grass at all, you are going head on into the wall just like I did. It is like an ice skating rink for sure once you get off track.
Yeah, and it definitely, you know, this course does have its unique challenges. Probably not as hard as you would say like maybe a Coda or a Sonoma. But at the same time, this track does present itself a unique list of challenges. Looks like you and Militia had San Jose Sharks cars tonight. Those were popping. Big shout out to you making, I know you made a lot of these schemes out here, so big props to you, sir.
Oh yeah, no problem. I thought it was just kind of a cool idea, you know, just off the top of, you know, my head, and everybody kind of, you know, was all about, you know, the sports night. So I just add something different sometimes, you know. I appreciate all the feedback, you know, and I definitely like to help people out, you know, and yeah, you know, just I don't do it for me, I do it for everybody else. So.
And that is awesome. And you get that bitch pop that ass coming to green audio clip of the night. Hope you enjoyed that. Van Drugman still your leader with Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, and Mikey Meacham and Connor Rowe in your top 5. Jonathan Militia, Matt Where's My Money, Albert, Skylar Comstock, Logan Morris, and Blake Schneider rounding out your top 10. I think I'm 4 or 5 beers in. Drink some Blue Moons here tonight, and they are going down smooth.
It is Friday night, my friend. That's a good night for that.
Exactly. Good run here tonight. Started 21st, up to 11th. Maybe we'll crack that top 10. The 40 car of Kyle Munson. Big shout out to him. Wayland, Michigan native. Apparently he streams on Kick. Nobody cares about Kick. But we care about Kyle Munson.
Yeah, he definitely needs a good run. He's close to that cut line here. He's actually below it, I believe. So he definitely needs a solid night, you know, along with Militia, who's, you know, up near the top 5 as well. So that's good for him.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jonathan Militia started 4th, or excuse me, started 8th, and is up to 6th. Again, one of those guys on the bubble. A win would be real good, but
he actually started in the back. He got a NEOL to start this race, penalty from previous race. So yeah, he's driven his way back up, and he was catching me right before I ate shit in the middle of the track. So he's definitely quick.
Shit happens when you party naked. Again, Van Drugman out to a 30-second lead over Mike DeWalt in the Packers car. Brad Gutierrez, Connor Rowe, Mikey Beecham, and Jonathan Militia will stay here for the battle for fourth. Looks like the 38 is gathering steam to try and catch the 5. Beecham driving it like he stole it right now.
I wonder if Beecham made a mistake, because Connor Rowe, actually did pass him this past lap. I wonder if he made a mistake. I know he's been flirting with disaster a little bit, trying to get as many spots back as he can.
Now I gotta ask you, because you were in the field lap 1, 38 got the EOL. Why was that?
I didn't really have a good vantage point from my point of view. All I saw was the 24 going dead left, and I didn't see what caused that.
Yeah, because some people feel like the 38 and possibly the 45 should have both gotten it, but they didn't apparently put it on the 38. So I'm not sure. We'll deal with that during race review. But again, the only caution of the night, which is miraculous and awesome in its own right, I can use a night without having to dig into any of my material.
No extensive replays tonight.
No, not even like extends. Like, never mind. Van Drugman, Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, Connor Rowe, and Mikey Beecham, your top 5. Trying to take that 4th spot away from the 5. Not going to happen so far. Old scheme, old spice, Connor Rowe. Really wearing the wrap out of that number 5.
Mikey's giving him everything he can handle right behind him. He's trying to get around him now.
Yes, he is.
That's a great battle they got going on. And Tilly moves out of the way.
Over. What a classy move. Gentleman move from the 23. A sportsman in this lead. Again, this is the battle for 4th. You are watching live. The MAP 45 at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Again, next week will be the Dundee's 250 at the Tricky Triangle, Pocono. Somebody blew their engine. I don't know who that was.
I heard it as well.
Alex Tilley has blown his engine, and his night is over. You're out of here, loser. That'll be on Gears, freaks. Van Drugman, your leader, with Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, Mikey Beecham, and Connor Rowe. Jonathan Militia, Matt Albert, Alex Tilley was there. Skylar Comstock, Logan Morris, and Blake Schneider. I don't know if you can message him, Ryan, to see if he can join the booth to tell us what the hell happened, because that would be some good insight for sure.
Yeah, I heard the kaboom, and I was like, who was that? Anyway, as soon as you said it.
The only person close enough was the 23, and then when I looked back, he was the one puttering around. So, comical, 10 out of 10, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's
He's
tough
not going to be happy
for him. No, he's near the cut. He's just above the cut line, so that's going to be a little painful for him.
Yeah, that is a bummer. That is a bummer.
Not a good night so far for our teams, unfortunately. It happens.
It happens. I mean, you can't. Some people blame God. Some people blame each other. It's just an off night, Your engine blows up, shit happens.
Yeah. It's just a product of this track. It's definitely very tough, but I think that's what makes it fun. So, it is. You're on the Raiders' edge all the way around here.
How do you feel about the Sprocket Series race coming up Monday night at Talladega?
Oh, that should be a good one. There's a lot of people who definitely have that one circled as their best chance to win. So I think it'll be interesting. Yeah, you.
Trying to go 2 for 2 for the Super Speedway sweep.
I think we got 4 of them, so you got your work cut out.
Oh, sure.
So you're off to a good start.
I would love to go 2 for 2. That would be great.
Might just want to put in your retirement papers then, man.
Shit, man. That's why I'm in the broadcast booth for the cuff. I'm too good. Too good for the Cup Series. And I could never be as good as half of some of these characters, and they are a third of my age. Van Drugman, Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, Mikey Beecham, and Connor Rowe. Your top 5 not really changing, but the big mover here from 22nd to 7th is Matt Albert, the man, the myth, the legend, the sponsor of the Matt 45. Giving it all he's got, doing it doggy style and raw dogging that bitch.
He's having a solid night, which is, I know, all he wanted. You know, I don't think he even said he didn't expect to win, but he just wanted to finish the race and be solid. He's definitely doing that.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that, and quite deserving as well. He's had a couple of off weeks, but is able to have a good run here tonight in his home country of Canada, where you make real Trudeau bucks. If you say one thing against their government, they take your money away. They're like, nah, you can't spend it, loser.
Oh, Connor Rowe got big time loose in front of Militia.
Uh-oh. Mikey
battle for
Beecham
fifth.
got around him and gone. Connor Rowe falling apart as he's trying to lay the good old cock block on Jonathan Militia. Jonathan Militia.
Connor's struggling.
Very good at diverting cock blocks. Got that big bark. Old scheme, old spice. Connor Rowe getting a little separation now between him and the 69ing chipmunk machine of Jonathan Militia. Two Chevys commingling in time at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and we got close action there coming out of the last turn onto the straightaway. 5 laps to go. Take it back out here to Van Drugman again. Drugman already on the year. He has 3 wins, 10 top 10s, and 13 starts. He has 16 entries overall and 25 playoff points. He will expand upon that after tonight's festivities.
Militia finally got around Connor Rowe for 5th.
Of course, we got away from him, and let's see how that happened. Let's back that ass up real quick while we have the time. Oh, looks like they're making sweet, sweet love by the fire. Oh, banging doors. Militia knocking on the door for a top 5. Good for him. 4 laps to go in the Matt 45.
Yeah, going back to Elliott, like you were just talking about, Tom, he's turned into the road course ringer of the league. He is the person to beat every time we're at a road course.
Yeah, and it really hasn't changed. I mean, he's the guy that you always got to look out for. Mike DeWalt, also a really solid road course racer here, putting up a respectable number himself. Started 4th, is now up into, 5th, now up into 2nd. Really put that Packers machine in a good position to win, but just not enough here for the 45.
Yeah, Elliott's just really fast, but you know the silver lining for Mike is he's going to lock himself into the playoffs. You know, with the 2nd place, he's going to be locked in, along with a few other drivers. So you know we're getting down to the last couple of races here before it really counts.
Yeah, playoffs are just on the horizon line, and again, you know, you think of a long season. A lot of these series that we know of, they kind of break it up into 2 seasons in a year. we just said, the hell with that. We're going to have a big, long season just like NASCAR does. Keep it kind of authentic as far as the schedule length. And I think some people like it, some people kind of don't like it. But overall, it's worked. It's been successful. Again, drivers will come, drivers will go, drivers will come back miraculously as we've had a few. Again, the road course racing, not everybody's thing, but we do put it out there and make it available to our drivers because a lot of them are decent at it, as you can see tonight. Again, the only caution we have had was on lap 1. We have been 44 laps since then, or excuse me, what do you want to call it? 40, I'm going to say 40 laps of green flag racing.
Yep. Pretty much that.
We've had incidents, but nothing to disrupt our pace. And actually, a race that's gone less than 2 hours, pretty good in our book, and I'll take that every time.
Yeah, just to touch back on you know, the schedule subject you were just going on. Oh, DeWalt's off the track. Sorry, he's off the track in second. He manages to gain it back. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine there. He'll be fine.
I thought he was done because you know I was saying, like, you hit that grass, you're done. But that was a great save by him. But going back to the schedule thing, I like that it's a whole season, you know, and the diversity of the schedule that Gears has put out has definitely, you know, I think it's top notch because you got to showcase, you know, everybody's talents, you know, at all sorts of different tracks. And I think this being on here has, you know, definitely showcased some people and how good they really are.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that we are coming across for the final time, Van Drugman, we will stay here, right here with him. And we will kind of work our way back as he gets a little frisky off of 1. Has done good the rest of the way. In the playoffs, ooh, Keaton Salyer's off track. Looks like he's going to avoid the 45 this time. Again, Van Drugman, the 45, winning at Chicago Street Course. That was a hell of a race against Jalen Handcamp for the victory. If I'm remembering that correctly, maybe it's a different driver.
Yeah, it was Weatherholt.
Weatherholt, yeah, exactly. We haven't seen him in a minute.
Not since that race. But he had a good race with Handcamp at Watkins Glen. That's where, yeah, they battled it out.
That's it. And again, the 45 already having 3 wins on the year. Looks like with a mistake in hand, even if he does make a mistake, he's got time.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't blow his engine.
Yeah, doesn't he? As long as he doesn't pull the Tilly. Hey, he is free. Whoa. Hi, Alex. And the winner of the Mad 45, Nasty Beast Toyota Camry Machine, Van Drugman. Mad 45 winner and win number 4 on the season. 4 of 22. It's Tom Brady numbers right there.
Yeah, 4th road course win.
As we will go back. Looks like Mike DeWalk coming across the finish line now. It's going to finish in 2nd. See Brad Gutierrez to see if there's any battles. Looks like Matt Albert. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, wow, yeah. I don't see him. Let me see.
Logan Morris off track. Oh, no. What the hell is going on?
Oh, there's a lot of guys a lap down, so they have finished after Elliott finished, or Van Drugman finished, sorry.
Gotcha.
I had to rewind it, and I was like, wait, he finished. Yeah, he was a lap down, so yeah. You weren't the only one.
Tilly, while we're going to watch the winner celebrate here, what happened with you?
I touched the gas and it stopped going. I think I was out there running with 7 minutes of damage, so I think it was a matter of time. I was just hoping to be able to make it.
Damn.
Nothing I did. Well, I did do it because I'm the one that tilted the wall. But nothing at the time of it blowing up was anything I did. It was just blew up.
That's unfortunate. You were having yourself a decent run. Again, big shout out, since I have you both here, If you haven't followed the Gears TikTok, it's at Gears Cup Series on TikTok. I'll have to put that in our advertisements as well. Has done very well. Big shout out to Gears Freaks and all the cool stuff that you guys do here, Alex and Ryan. Has really started to take off. It's been fun. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're a big part of that too, Tom. So don't cut yourself short. So all three of us work really well together to, put out the content, that people do love to see, and it shows the league off in a good light. So I definitely enjoy it.
Start our own broadcast organization here pretty soon. Again, Van Drugman, your winner here tonight. Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, Mikey Meacham, Jonathan Militia, Connor Rowe, Matt Albert, Skyler Comstock, Logan Morris, and Blake Schneider. Your top 10. We will be right back in just a moment with interviews, hopefully. All right, we are back live from the Mat 45 to wrap it up here with the Gears post-race show. I have Ryan Robertson and Alex Tilley here with me here tonight to wrap this show up for the Sports Night theme here at Gears. Looks like we have our drivers in the waiting room. Let's get them in here. Third place finisher in number 84, Brad Gutierrez. Brad, thank you for taking a moment to join the program. But again, a podium finish. You said you think you could do it. How you feeling after that one?
Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed because the first corner I lost it, and then I got destroyed by Mitchum, and I mean, it was my fault. So that put me at the back. I mean, I'm glad we, worked our way through the field and came back, but what could have been second, or I could have been up there with Drugman and kind of posting laps similar to him. So I felt like I was not too far away from him. Could have been a little closer, but a little disappointed, but glad we got back up there.
Hey, third place is nothing to be upset about. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Definitely my RGR guys over at the other server right now. Yahir, Skyler, Jacob, Mitchum, now that he's here with us. You guys up in the booth, Ryan, Tilley, Tom, for putting these races up and having us here.
Hey, man, well, thank you for joining the program. Third place finish for you, and RGR still making themselves known as we make the playoff push. Thank you, Brad, for a wonderful showing here at third tonight.
Yep. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You
Good job,
are
Brad.
welcome. You are welcome. Let's see if we can grab Mike DeWalt. Mike, do we have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for taking a moment out of your busy evening as you finished in second in that Green Bay Packers machine. Number 9 car again. Second, you have been posting very well lately as of late, making that playoff push. How are you feeling after that one tonight?
I'll definitely take a second place. Definitely got gifted that one after the first start of the race there with all the crashing at the front. But yeah, I'll take that. Keep up the momentum. Just glad to keep it, on the track the whole time.
Yeah, if my quick math does me anything, it's telling me that you probably locked in after here tonight.
Yeah, I would think so. We'll do the numbers.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to Dad. He's in the chat again.
Big shout out to Mr. DeWalt and then Mike DeWalt for a second place finish. Congratulations here tonight, man.
Thanks, man.
That was the 9 car of Mike DeWalt. And as we wrap it up here tonight, we have the 45, win number 4, and winner of the Matt 45, Van Drugman. Van, how are you feeling after a hard-fought race?
Man, I haven't been here in a while. I haven't been racing that much recently, so I come back a winner. Damn, that feels good. But man, I'm just proud of the efforts I put in. I got the track yesterday, and ran like 20 laps, and then about 10 today before practice. So that's all I had. That's all I had coming into the day.
Wow. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I mean, Nathan. Dang, he was gonna be one. It was gonna be a good battle between me and him. I thought, but I don't really know what happened, but I think he might have got shoved into the corner and kind of came across my nose and it sent him into the wall. But that sucks for him. I really hope he can rebound. But no shout outs tonight. I was all by myself, just kind of racing with myself, and shout out to the sponsor, whoever sponsored the race. Appreciate them, appreciate the gear staff, and we'll move on to next week. So it was kind of an anticlimactic one compared to the other ones.
Yeah, the first lap caution, you thought you were in for a little bit more. Not the case. Number 45, win number 4 here tonight for Van Drugman. Thank you for joining the program.
Of course.
And that is going to wrap it up here tonight from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. We will be back next week for the Dundee's 250 at Pocono. For Alex Tilley, Ryan Robertson, and myself, Tom Torrey, thank you for joining the program. And we look forward to seeing you next week over at Pocono. Again, good night. Have a wonderful weekend ahead.